Who are participating in this program, to all of us, it is a manifestation of Sant Kripa, the blessings and benedictions of saints and sages. One can obtain anything in this world through power of status, authority, position, prestige, power of money. And if you have got money, you can purchase anything in this world. So you can obtain anything and possess anything. But this one thing, that is the company of devotees of the Lord, company of sincere seeking souls, in whom there has come an awakening that there is something higher than mere living, eating, drinking, enjoying and then dying. See, a little bit of physical activity and a little bit of mental satisfaction, some manoranjan, and afterwards old age, disease, decay, death is the finish of it. This is not life. This is only earth existence. Life is what we do during this period when we are here upon earth. जन्म लेना, समय बीतना, फिर वृद्धाप्य और व्याधि और क्षय मर जाना, इसको जिंदगी नहीं कह सकते हैं। तो यहाँ रहते वक्त तो इस समय में हम क्या करते हैं, क्या पुरुषार्थ करते हैं और इस यहाँ पर ये मुसाफिरी के विषय में हमने क्या जान लिया है, इस पर क्या हमने विचार किया है और इसके विषय में क्या हमने अर्थ को प्राप्त कर लिया है। अर्थ को प्राप्त करके अर्थपूर्ण जीवन हमने बनाने शुरू कर दिया है। तो इस तरह से इसको समझ करके, इसका लक्ष्य को पहचान करके, इसका अर्थ की जांच करके लक्ष्य प्राप्ति के वास्ते अर्थपूर्ण विचार के साथ, समझ के साथ जो जिंदगी को इस्तेमाल करता है, जिंदगी का प्रयोग करता है, सदुपयोग करता है, वो तो जीता है। वो तो जीता है। उनकी जिंदगी कुछ अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं ना, वो क्रियात्मक है, निर्माणात्मक है और ये सकारात्मक है। इट इज कंस्ट्रक्टिव, क्रिएटिव एंड पॉजिटिव। सो इट इज प्रोडक्टिव ऑफ something that could be very well be everlasting. One may out of such a meaningfully lived life, a life lived in depth, life lived with a clear perception of the goal and a full understanding, deep understanding of its meaning and significance. Why we have come, what is the objective, why life has been given to us. Such a life can take us to attainments and achievements whose nature is everlasting. Out of it we can have permanent attainment. That is called life. It is in the context of such an understanding, such a in-depth pondering of life and grasping of its higher significance, that sadhana becomes relevant. Sadhana begins to assume a very, very important place and role in our life. It becomes a value to pursue. Otherwise, this value is not pursued. Take the vast majority of human beings on the surface of the earth. They have no idea that there is any higher goal for life. Life is for living. And their values are all pertaining to this secular earthly setup and what is obtainable here only. At the most to see all their daughters well settled, see all their sons in good financial solvent condition, and somehow or other manage to build a house for oneself without having to pay rent, and somehow lean back in an easy chair and watch TV and have a retired life. So my life is complete. जो कुछ करना है कर लिया है, fully satisfied. Life is complete. इसलिए अभी क्या करना है? तो ऐसा meet the cronies, early morning walk and gossip about things here, everything here. जो कुछ है सब यहाँ का है. इसके अतिरिक्त, इसके beyond no, there is no concept. The brain does not function. If you ask them to think of beyond, they are very disturbed. They don't want to project the mind beyond, where they don't think that there is anything. So, 99.9% of human beings on the surface of this earth, they only know this earth. They only know of life here. They only know of little goals and attainments and satisfaction. Here, they have no concept of that, anything else beyond. So, for them, the very question of sadhana does not arise. Whatever their values are, their values pertain to things that they can see. Seeing is believing for them. And even though they fully realize that these values do not, in the ultimate context, really bring full happiness or satisfaction. They see life around them. People having everything and being miserable. They having to go to psychiatrists and even taking life by some method or other, swallowing too many pills or committing suicide. Normally, apparently looking prosperous and well placed and all that, they see this. And yet they say, is it true? ऐसा होता है, but whatever we can get, उतने में, you know the very famous this analogy of human beings in such condition. अरे क्या है तो inevitable है, हम क्या करें? कोई मर जाता है, कोई बीमार हो जाता है, कोई नुकसान हो जाता है. This is all part. So they have got a philosophy of their own. But only thing is, the philosophy confines them to this. See, little earth-like circle. So these are all inevitables. In spite of that, you should go on. So they have got a philosophy which unfortunately does not do ultimate good to them. And also, there is a sneaking feeling. जो कुछ होता है, तापत्र है, लोग है, कष्ट संकट है, तो सबको होता है, लेकिन हमको इतना नहीं होगा. There is sort of a assurance, but when it comes, all the philosophy goes away. He has got nervous breakdown and then hi करता है. And then people say, "Arey, you were consoling us and making us understand what has happened to you now." No, all philosophy goes away. That type of very, very few, most of the people, इनके बारे में कहते हैं, they are people whose understanding is like the understanding of children, childish understanding. थोड़ा भी समझ नहीं, थोड़ा भी उसमें डेप्थ नहीं है. Not childlike, childish माने उसमें कोई गंभीरता नहीं है, उसमें कोई गहराई नहीं है, उसमें कोई विचार नहीं है. बिना विचार के, बिना सोच समझ करके, shallow understanding of life, and due to the shallow understanding of life, you see, life is it is a impersonal thing. So because of their shallow understanding, life does not give them any sympathetic treatment, special treatment. It treats them equal. Then they weep and wail. तो ऐसा शैलो अंडरस्टैंडिंग वाले, ऐसा बच्चे जैसा कम बेसमझ आदमी जो है, जो कुछ है यही है, इसके अतिरिक्त और कोई है ही नहीं, ऐसा वो कहते हैं ना, eat, drink and be very while living is good. Who knows what this is afterwards? It is only simply be in the bonnet of people who have no other work to do. ऐसा करके फिलोसफर्स को, रिलीजियस पीपुल वो बोलते हैं, ऐसा समझने वाले, ये जो कुछ है यही सत्ता है, इसके अतिरिक्त कोई नहीं. ऐसा करने वाले जो होते हैं, ये बार बार मृत्यु के फंदे में आकर के फंसते हैं. They get caught again and again in the widespread net of death. Why widespread net? Because death pervades the whole world. If there is any one truth in human life, that truth is death. जिस किसी एक चीज के ऊपर हम बिल्कुल विश्वास रख सकते हैं, जो हमें धोखा नहीं देगा, वो ये चीज है, तो वो जरूर हमें आकर के ले जाए. तो अनफेयरिंग, रिलायबल सोर्स, ये एक ही सच है. तो कहते हैं, इसलिए ऐसा इसके बियॉन्ड कोई एक चीज है जिसको प्राप्त करने में पुनः यहाँ आने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं. ये फेरे में आकर के, चक्कर में आकर के हाय हाय करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो इससे परे जाकर के तो मौत को ही जीत करके हम अमर बनने की ऐसा भी गुंजाइश है. और इसलिए ये मानव जीवन जो है तो एक अमूल्य अवसर, वो प्राप्ति के लिए ये अमूल्य अवसर है. तो इस तरह से मानव जीवन के बारे में जो समझ है, तो कोई निराला, वेरी वेरी some rare few souls get this sudden intuition, this sudden flash, this sudden understanding. तो वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो है ईश्वर कृपा, संत कृपा, ईश्वर अनुग्रह, उनके अंदर ये जागृति जब आ देती है, तब जाकर के उस प्राप्ति के लिए जब चेष्टा उनके जीवन में आ जाता है, तो वहां पर साधना एंटर होता है. और वो प्राप्ति है, तो इसके लिए दो प्रमाण है. गौण प्रमाण जो है, unless there is a supply, no demand will arise. That, as they say, where there is a problem, there is also a solution tagged on to it. We have only to see. And God, or the power that be, never puts into the human heart or never puts any urge in any living creature unless there is a corresponding satisfaction of it, fulfillment of it. This is law. It is only because there is a corresponding fulfillment of it, this urge comes into you. Otherwise it will not come. आहार है इसलिए भूख को उन्होंने दिया है, पानी है इसलिए उन्होंने प्यास बनाया है, नाम रूप है इसलिए आंख बनाया है, नाम रूप नहीं है तो आंख की क्या आवश्यकता है. The very fact that we have an aspiration for a higher state where there is a total cessation of all that which we do not wish to experience. We do not wish to experience pain, suffering, sorrow, disease, anxiety, tension, fear, worry, bondage, any type of limitation, nirbandhan. ये कोई नहीं चाहता है. And when this is the urge for freedom, being liberated from all these things, you can be 100% assured that there is such a state. A perfect state where there is a total absence, total liberation from all that is negative and undesirable, and no one wants. And everyone is constantly trying to get rid of, constantly trying to free oneself from. And also on the positive side, everyone wants peace, everyone wants satisfaction, everyone wants contentment, everyone wants to see that which is beautiful and nice, and everyone wants joy, happiness. तो कोई अमंगलवत चीज को देखना नहीं चाहता है, कोई चीज जो इनऑस्पिशियस है उसको नहीं प्राप्त करना चाहता है, पेनफुल चीज कोई देख रहा है. एवरीवन वांट्स शांति, संतोष, तृप्ति, शांति, एंड दैट विच इज प्रियकर, दैट विच इज प्रेजेंट. And the total fulfillment of both these urges, positive and negative, for a total freedom from all that is painful and undesirable, and a fullest experience of all that one longs for, and a total and a perfect state, fulfilling these conditions. He is therefore awaiting our attainment. वो है, therefore these urges are there. Therefore, great philosophers say, we look upon this world, we see mankind, and we feel, what a pity. Why they are unnecessarily weeping and wailing and fighting and quarreling and all this is unnecessary. They say, if you only see properly, all these things are unnecessary, unavoidable. It is not as though they are unavoidable. अनिवार्य नहीं है, ये निवार्य है, अनावश्यक है. काहे के लिए ध्यान करके वही they are unnecessarily suffering. This bondage is not necessary. This is not their natural condition. They are very careful, and they sometimes they don't know whether to feel pity or whether to feel amused. See? And they feel amused when they see these people unnecessarily making themselves miserable. And they feel pity for the ignorance that makes them miserable like this. For the ignorance, क्या है, कितना अज्ञान, किस प्रकार की है, अज्ञान के अंधकार में ये लोग भटक रहे हैं. He is not knowing the way, he is in deep ignorance, he is tumbling, falling. ऐसा they have weight. And in the Upanishads और संपुराण इस प्रकार के ये अपूर्ण जगत में जहाँ पर जन्म व्याधि दुख केशव क्रैश कॉन्फ्लिक्ट राग द्वेष ये जो है, क्योंकि ये जगत में सब चीज परिवर्तनशील है, कोई भी स्टेबल नहीं है, कोई भी यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है. एवरीथिंग इज कॉन्स्टेंटली सब्जेक्ट टू चेंज. एंड ऐसा एकदम परिवर्तनशील जगत में कोई किसी प्रकार के स्थायी अनुभूति नहीं हो सकता. There cannot be any stable and uniform experience. From one point of view, this is good also. Pleasures and happiness come, but they do not last. Similarly, pains and suffering comes, that also does not last. That also goes away after some time. So, from that point of view, थोड़ा तो हिम्मत आता है, धीरज आता है, even this will pass away. लेकिन इसके बीच में इस प्रकार की दुखमय जगत, इस प्रकार की जरा व्याधि दुख चिंता शोक भय, तो इस प्रकार की जगत में क्षणिक सुख के वास्ते जो कोशिश करता है, तो इससे उनका आंख खुलता नहीं है, इससे उनको ज्यादा अच्छा कोई हायर समझ नहीं आता है. He still persists and prevails in his ignorance line of pursuit after क्षणिक तो सुख, तो ये कहते हैं कितना इसका मूर्खता है, कितना ब्लाइंडनेस है, तो कितना भूल है। तो इसको एक वेरी वेरी टेलिंग एनालॉजी दे करके एक ऐसा एक दृष्टांत देते हैं। जंगल में कोई राही तो रास्ता भूल गया, तो he became anxious because day was setting, and इस प्रकार के परिस्थिति में बहुत फिक्र होने लग गया। अब आप जानते हैं फिक्र हो गया तो और भी आदमी का संतुलन चला जाता है। He commits blunders and he completely lost sense of direction in anxiety and went deeper and deeper into the jungle, and in that condition suddenly he heard the roar of a tiger from behind. एकदम भयभीत होकर के भागे लगा। When he started running, he suddenly fell into a long disused well, which had been completely overgrown with shrubs and bushes. So तुमने देखा नहीं है, तो इसके अंदर गया, झाड़ी के अंदर fell down. And the moment he fell into the well, the tiger also reached that spot, and he saw its prey falling into the well. It also went. As he was falling, it was overgrown, disused, old. So some tree had broken through its side walls and roots were there. So he suddenly caught hold of some root, and he was hanging midway, hanging hold of some roots of tree. नीचे पानी और ऊपर ये टाइगर है, and इस हालत में he was horrified. Some powdery things started dropping upon him. Two mice, rats, white and black, they were eating the root, but gnawing the root which he was holding on. But she could not let go. And as they were doing that, from another direction, एक सांप उसी वेल के एक साइड में अपना ये बना के रखा था, बिल। तो awakened by this commotion that started emerging out of the bill and came towards him in his direction. इसे क्वेश्चन ऑफ द मोमेंट, सांप पहुंच गया तो डसा तो फिर खत्म, और ये रूट टूट गया तो नीचे, पता नहीं, एंड ही डिड नॉट नो स्विमिंग आल्सो। किसी मिरेकल होकर के बच के ऊपर आया तो बस खत्म। तो ऐसा हालत में तो बिल्कुल सीधा उस वेल के ऊपर में एक बड़ा वृक्ष था, उसमें तो मक्खियों ने मखेर बनाया था। तो वहां से जो ये टपकने लगा शहद, तो ऐसा जब पकड़ करके रहा तो कोई वार्म लिक्विड टपकना, she felt something falling down. She could not see what it is, touch what it is. He licked it. When he licked it, it was sweet. And so, hey, कहाँ से आ रहा है? He forgot the tiger, forgot the snake, forgot the rats, forgot his predicament, and it appears he put out his tongue.
Yes.
Directly. You see, in this paristiti, he tried to obtain directly some honey, not having to lick that. He wanted to have cricket ball catch, see the and say
express delivery.
Direct. This is the predicament of the ignorant man in this universe. Any moment death is by his side. And it is a miracle how man is continuing to live when there are so many ways of dying or being killed. In spite of that man is still alive and functioning. That is a great see, wonder, and knowing full well death is inevitable. There are disease, pain, suffering, sorrow. His avichar is such that the mind does not dwell upon them, ponder them, and try to understand their significance and try to do something about himself. एक मौत को देखा, एक बुढ़ा को देखा, एक रोगी को देखा, जीवन में अद्भुत क्रांतिकारी परिवर्तन आ गया सिद्धार्थ के जीवन में. क्यों? उनके अंदर वो सेंसिटिविटी, that sensitivity and that depth of keen perception, and immediately he realized the significance. And of course, he asked some questions to his charioteer, Channa. तो उनके पूछा ये क्या है, तो ये तो वो आदमी बीमार है. बीमारी क्या होता है? तो बीमारी शरीर के दुखदायी अवस्था है जिसमें कि बहुत संकट आता है. तो ये क्या सबको होता है? ये तो सबको होता है. शरीर का मुझको भी होगा राजकुमार, तो आपको भी होगा. तो नहीं, ये तो इनेविटेबल है. बस दैट डे आउटिंग वाज फिनिश्ड. इसे आप ले चलो, हम अभी इतना और कुछ नहीं देखना चाहते. So he went back, and for days together he was dejected, depressed, and he was wondering. This body of mine, which is so beautiful, so strong, so youthful, so well kept, and so full of energy, अरे इतना उमंग सा शरीर है. क्योंकि his father took care to see that this prince was surrounded by everything that was good and beautiful and positive, all young people only, healthy people only, and all the entertainment and the merrymaking, and there was no moment for him to even to feel bored or in any way to sorry or sad. There was no moment. इस तरह से उनको सराउंड करके रखा था. क्योंकि when the child was born, in the infancy itself, some wandering sage happened to come, and being a devout and pious couple, the king and queen take the child by blessings. देखता है, you are very lucky. This child is a very exceptional child. Either he will become one of the greatest samrats, or else he will become one of the greatest tyagis and sages. ऋषि बनेगा, त्यागी बनेगा, तपस्वी बनेगा. But उत्कृष्ट. Both sides. If he becomes whatever he becomes, he will become the top. ऐसा. They were pleased that at the same time they started becoming anxious. सम्राट हो गया तो बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन पता नहीं है तो उस तरफ पलट गया तो फिर Therefore he says he builds a special palace for him, vast estates, 100-200 acres, वहाँ क्रीड़ा स्थान और ये सरोवर और all kinds of nice birds and peacocks and deer and playgrounds, and surrounds him all with young people, healthy people, samavaiske, to keep him always happy. Let his life be one round of enjoyment. Let him not know what there is on the other side. ऐसा ही सुरक्षित रखता है. But after many years, when he is youth, he wants to see. They say there are many things. Some of his companions say there's a big city and a great nagari of their father beyond these walls. And naturally, inclination comes. Then how to go? He always guarded. But the charioteer, old charioteer of the king, very much sympathetic old man. He likes this prince very much. He has got great affection for him. तो उनके पास confide करता है ये चीज़. So he says, duty I am forbidden to do it, please. So when he persuades him, he cannot resist it. So he quietly takes him upon one day. And the first day as they are seeing the sights, he is rejoicing like anything. It's all so new, he has never seen it. But as they are going, they see on the roadside in a jhonpri, a man चारपाई पर पड़ा है, हाय हाय करता है, कोई फैन कर रहा है उनको, कोई ठंडा कपड़ा डाल रहा है, कोई. So what is it happening? He has never seen such a sight. That one side of this man was here for days together. He interested. After many days, they tried to bring him out of it and new games and all that. Slowly it fades away. Once again, let me go. Then he sees an old person. ये क्या है? 3 पैर पर जा रहा है. ये क्या प्राणी है? He has never seen a wrinkled, bent, tottering old man. And he says, आदमी है लेकिन ऐसा कैसा है, बुढ़ा है, तो बुढ़ा पे क्या होता है, तो वो बहुत साल रहने में ऐसा शरीर बन जाता है। क्या सबको ऐसा होता है? सबको ऐसा होता है, मुझको भी ऐसा होगा। That was the limit. Then he says, ऐसा he only sees one instant. ये जो बुद्धिमान है, कुशल है, उनके लिए एक चीज काटते, एक चीज काटते। Then out of that he was, but even when assailed by hundreds and thousands of sorrows, man is like this. He is like this. जैसा इन्होंने ये ट्रैवलर आने के लिए, एंड और एक स्क्रिप्चर में और भी बहुत हार्ड वर्ड्स में बताया है, रे ये दरिद्र, यू फेलो spiritually impoverished, sunk in ignorance and darkness, what are you doing? Are you ever what you are doing? Your हालत is like this. किसी नाग सर्प ने, कोबरा ने एक मेंढक को पकड़ लिया है और निकल रहा है, पीछे से जाकर के पकड़ा है, आधा मेंढक तो अंदर चला गया, इसका पिछला हिस्सा अंदर चला गया, उस बड़ा मेंढक है उससे आस्ते आस्ते निकल रहा है। तो ऐसा हालत में वो मेंढक के सामने कुछ मक्खियां उड़ने लगी, एंड दैट मेंढक इज पुटिंग हिज टंग टू कैच द मक्खी। जैसे तुम ऐसा मौत के मुंह में तुम फंसे हो, तो यहाँ उस हालत में भी तुम इस क्षणिक इसके वास्ते, सेटिस्फैक्शन के वास्ते ट्राई कर रहे हो। मदर मानो इट्स ए क्लासिकल इलस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द सिचुएशन ऑफ द इग्नोरेंट मैन, द अनबिलीवेबल सिचुएशन ऑफ द इग्नोरेंट मैन। जैसे अकेला आता है, अकेला जाता है, आदमी अकेला आता है, अकेला कौन है तुम्हारा, ये एक दृष्टिकोण से सच। जीवात्मा है, अकेला आता है, अकेला जाता है, उनके साथ जो आता है कर्म आता है। लेकिन और एक दृष्टिकोण से कोई भी अकेला नहीं आता है। हर एक जीवात्मा जब माँ के घर में आकर के जन्म लेता है, जन्म जब लेता है उस क्षण से उनके साथ दो साथियां हैं, एक तो भगवान, एक तो मौत। क्यों? जस्ट रिफ्लेक्ट ओवर लाइफ, you will be shocked to find that what we call life from the moment of birth is a steady progress towards your last moment. It is a steady march towards your exit point. So it is only a slow process of moving towards death. What we call life. We rejoice. बर्थडे आया, बहुत मनाया, सोने चांदी का चीज ले आया, जैसे जैसा स्टेटस है वैसा वैसा। लेकिन 1 year finish, cut short from whatever the allotted life span। अरे तुम्हारा आयु घटा है, तुम उसको खुशी मना रहे हो, क्योंकि यू डोंट हैव विवेक दृष्टि, विचार दृष्टि नहीं है, विवेक दृष्टि नहीं है, इसलिए ऐसा देखते हो। एवरी जीवात्मा इज अकम्पनीड, वन इज गॉड इज जन्म साथी, constant companion, and if you only turn to him, all problems will be solved. The other is death is constantly, step by step walking. You know, one day I will. Okay. मेरा मेरा करके हम शरीर बोलते हैं, बोलते हैं वो एलिमेंट्स एंड अदर क्रीचर्स लाफ इट अपियर्स। ये क्या है? मूर्ख बोलता है मेरा मेरा है, ये तो एक दिन मेरे में तो इसमें भस्म होने वाला है। मेरे अग्नि से अपियर्स, ये तो मेरा है, कैसा तेरा है? एक दिन तुझे खाक बना दूंगा। एंड देन द अर्थ से कैसा तेरा, तुम तो माँ मेरे अंदर आएगा एक दिन। एंड इन द सेम वे उड़ने वाला गिद्ध और जंगल के गिद्दड़, जैसे the worms of the earth, they are patiently waiting. One day will come when you will come to us and we will feed nicely. So if यदि वो पानी का दुर्घटना होकर के हो गया तो मछलियां तैयार हैं, वो they are waiting. So the body belongs either to the jackals or the vultures or the worms or the fish or the flames of the fire.
and yet not realizing this, because we know, we don't think, we think it is a mind. हमारे गुरुभाई थे, बहुत मजा की मिसाल कहा करते थे, वो बोलते क्या तुम्हारा तेरा है, अरे तुम थोड़ा कुछ ना गलत कर दिया, बेवकूफ कर दिया, कल तुझे दस्त लग गया, ये तेरा है, हुकूमत लगाओ तो दस्त नहीं होना चाहिए। Have you got that much control that you command your body, दस्त नहीं होना चाहिए? अरे हारता रहेगा दस्त पे टट्टी खाने के लिए, you have no control over. Yes, it will not care for you. It will manifest whatever it wants to manifest, and you are living in a fool's paradise, thinking this is mine and this is that. Therefore, even while you are living in it, it is not yours. And when you are born itself, all these beings are waiting. One day will come, it will come to us. Why this ignorance? Because we do not think. And you live in a fool's paradise. Every moment, death can at any time snatch you, but disease can beat you down, and yet you are after little sense pleasures. Like a frog caught in the mouth of a cobra, and slowly the cobra is swallowing it. And at that moment some flies are coming in front of the frog's face, and the frog is shooting its tongue to eat the flies. How long it will eat? Until it goes into the cobra. So, this is Tukaram. बोलता है ऐसा ये foolishness, don't perpetuate this folly. इस प्रकार की मूर्खता से तुम माया के जाल में फंस करके तुम धोखा मत खाओ, क्योंकि एक दिन suddenly death will spring upon you and there will be an end of you. And when that comes, none will protect you. No one will be able to save you. Because the greatest protectors of a person when he is first born is mother, father. Your mother and father cannot do anything for you. They cannot protect you. We always turn to protection to father or mother. Even when we are grown up, बड़ा लड़का होकर के भी कोई शैतानी किया, पुलिस उनके पीछे लग गए हैं, पिताजी के पास आएगा, पिताजी ऐसा हो गया है, फंस गया, कुछ न करो. So pull some strings and get me out, like that. ये कहा इस तरह से तुम ये करोगे, you will try to do all sorts of foolish things, thinking that your father will support you or mother will support you. None will support you. Not even all your chata, mama, kaka, tau, they sala, no. None of your relatives will support you. They cannot free you at the moment. If this comes, finish. And if you say, after all I am a citizen of a great country, army, navy, air force, bomb bhi rakha hoga, maybe my country, my raja will. नको नको मना गुंतु माया जाली काल आला जवली घासावया to pounce upon you and swallow you, make a morsel of you. नको नको मना गुंतु माया जाली काल आला जवली घासावया. Like a tiger he will pounce upon you. काला चीहे उड़ी पड़े लबा जम्हा सोड़ बिना तेमा माय बाप सोड़ बिना राजा देशी चा चौधरी सोड़ बिना सोयरी भली भली. No relative, not even your raja, not even all. सोड़ बिना राजा देशी चा चौधरी सोड़ बिना सोयरी भली भली. तुकामणी मना सोड़ बिना कोणी एका चक्र पाणी Panchunya, except the Lord who holds the discus. Tuka says, no one will be able to be free from death. Therefore, don't become an abject victim to death, but on the contrary, be a victor even over death by realizing your immortal nature, attaining forever freedom from rebirth. See? attain that eternal realm of eternal sunshine, attain in which one does not have to come back again. That is the glory of human life, that in this state of existence you can attain it. And our ancient sages who attained this, that is the second proof. Ek to, no urge will be put in unless there is a corresponding fulfillment for it. The second proof, those who believed in this and pursued this, at a glorious moment they attained it. When they attained it, they say, here we tell upon the authority of our own deepest personal experience that great state of illimitable freedom, fearlessness, deathless, immortal existence is present. That is the reality, that is the only reality. That is your goal. To attain that, human birth has been given to you. And we tell you this with as much surety as a amala held in my grasp. So, these great Upanishads say, they don't argue or discuss or try to convince. They just declare. See, this is the goal, attain it, O man. And do not lose this golden opportunity. That is why sadhana becomes the top priority consideration. Sadhana becomes all that you can do to attain that supreme goal. And from that view, that is why from this view it is that the body is supposed to be the most precious gift God has given. इतना अमूल्य रत्न है, तो मोती सा जैसा मनुष्य जन्म पा करके व्रता नहीं खोना, तो there is no greater gift, more precious gift than human status with the power to think, feel, reason and exert in the right direction. Though from another angle they do much ninda, Sharir is the Vyadi Grasta Kalayar, it is the abode of all pain, suffering, disease, sorrow. It is your greatest problem. It is a bondage that should be broken. From one angle, if you don't realize its worth, but once you have realized this worth, it is not a yatana sharir. It is not a yatana sharir. It is not a bondage. On the contrary, it is a great asset given to you. It is sadhana sharir. It is a rath which can take you to your glorious destination. Sadhana sharir, the precious gift of God. Apply it in the right direction, and it becomes to you your greatest friend. And for that, you have to keep it in your control. You have to keep it in your control. Therefore, sanyam becomes a great important, the basis of sadhana, moderation, self-control, and practicing such self-control by taking certain vratas, niyamas, voluntarily putting yourself under certain disciplines, so that gradually your body becomes a willing instrument, an effective instrument for you in this path of sadhana. We should consider this theme further. Now we put an end. Harihi सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागतदीनाथ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जय नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जय नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते जगद्धात्री राजराजेश्वरी भवतारिणी जगदम्ब 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 जय जगदम्ब जय दुर्गा भवानी नारायण नारायण नारायण। ओम लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणाय समर्पयामि। नाम कर्ता हरिकर्ता तत्पूजा कर्मचाखिलं यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्फलजलं शम्भो दानम्। हरि ओम तत्